Your primary care physician is absolutely useless. Today, I'm going to give you the 7 reasons why. Number 1, they don't run blood labs that show root causes. They don't. If you get a blood lab and you find out that your GFR is going low, that's your kidney filtration, that's not telling you a root cause. That's telling you the symptom. That's telling you the result. So what's the root cause? Well, your primary care physician doesn't know. So he or she will send you off to a kidney doctor, a nephrologist, and they don't know either. They're just going to go for the treatment and get the cash because they are soldiers fighting in a war that they may not even believe in anymore. Their job is to just maintain and manage you and collect the cash for their higher ups, the medical monopoly. You see, cholesterol, GFR, enzymes, alk phosphate, all these biomarkers are just telling you the symptoms. The root cause is almost always nutritional deficiency, and they don't check that. They'll check your usual suspects. They'll check cholesterol, they'll check calcium, they'll check some of the B vitamins. They don't even check the most famous vitamin in the world, vitamin C. They don't even check that. You might have to beg them just to run your vitamin D. They're not going to check your copper. They're not going to check your chromium, your vanadium. They're not going to check your essential fatty acids. They're not going to check your amino acids. They're not checking your nutritional profile. You're being scammed. Nutrition is the raw material that makes up the function of your body. So they're checking the function, but they're not checking the nutrition that creates the function in the first place. Sounds pretty useless to me. Number 2, you only get 10 to 15 minutes. If you're lucky, you get 15 minutes. You see, it's a factory. It's a medicine factory. You go in there, you see your physician, it's quick. What's going on? They look at your ears, they make you say, they check your heart, they do all this stuff that's pretty irrelevant. And you tell them what's going on. And they just facilitate from there. They're not your therapist. They're not going to hear you out. They're not a healer. They don't know how to heal you. They're just there to collect your cash and push you forward into what I call the carousel of frustration. So you can go around and around and around. Again, sounds pretty useless to me. Number 3, your primary care physician has a lack of knowledge. They do not know how to heal you. They don't understand nutrition. They don't understand the musculoskeletal system, and they don't understand mindfulness. And as I laid out in my book, Peace Over Pain, these are the 3 parts of head to toe healing. These 3 sections of the body is what makes up the entire body. Your body is a vehicle that walks through the world. It's done through the musculoskeletal system. That vehicle needs fuel, that's nutrition, and then there's an onboard computer, and of course that's inside your skull. So those 3 sections make up your entire health, and they don't understand it, and they don't care to understand it. They're not allowed to understand it. They're just there to overtest you so that they can overtreat you and then they can overdiagnose you. Number 4, they are legal drug dealers. They're going to serve you statins. They're going to serve you proton pump inhibitors. They're going to serve you antidepressants. They're going to serve you opioids. And the list goes on and on. The pharmaceutical companies, they come into the doctor's offices and they pitch drugs. And they offer bonuses. They don't give direct money anymore. That got shut down in the 1990s. They used to. And then this new act was signed called the Sunshine Act. They are just going to continue to serve drugs. They are corner boys. They're on the corner. They're getting the drugs out to everyone. And you know about the drugs because you see the commercials on television. So you can walk into your primary care physician's office and say, hey, I heard about this new drug called Ozempic. I saw a commercial. What's that about? Oh, let me tell you about that. This. You want to try it? Oh, okay, I'll try. You're going to see a medicine doctor, so you're going to get medicine, even if you don't need it. They are legal drug dealers. And just 10 years ago, we had an opioid crisis. People were dying. Pro athletes that got addicted to these painkillers, they would doctor shop. They would go from primary to primary to primary to primary, looking for someone to give them drugs. So many people have overdosed or gone to the streets to get heroin because once you run out of opioids, heroin's the next best thing. These are legal drug dealers. And so if you go see your primary care physician, expect to be sold drugs. Number 5, they're just going to refer you to a specialist anyway. A primary care physician has very little knowledge. They don't really know what they're doing. Their job is to facilitate. They're like a point guard on a basketball team. They're pumping the ball out to the center, to the forward, to the shooting guard. They're just facilitating. So they'll send you to their buddy down the street, the neurologist, the kidney doctor, the gut doctor, the brain doctor, the foot doctor, the eye doctor, the retina doctor. Oh yeah, there's an eye doctor and a retina doctor. You might as well have a foot doctor and a toe doctor. And then while you're at it, have a toenail doctor. There's so many doctors, it's impossible to keep track. How could the spine doctor be on the same page as the gut doctor and the gut doctor with the brain doctor? It gets out of control. And I explained all of this to you in the Red Book in great detail. There's no way to keep track because they're zooming in. They're zooming in on parts of your body, whereas us, we zoom out. We look at the body as a whole unit. That is head to toe healing. And that's why it works. And that's why we have the most healing results ever recorded on video. Number 5, these primary care physicians are more like police officers than doctors. They are going to police you and push testing on you. Mammograms, colonoscopies, prostate exams, and of course they're going to push jabs on you, injections, all the time. They have to keep things going for the medical monopoly. They have to keep things running. And if you're brainwashed and you actually believe that these people are good for you, you're going to do whatever they say because you view them as an authority. They got the white coat. They earned their white coat after 10 years of school, so you listen. Yet, their track record is absolutely horrendous. Medical error is the 3rd leading cause of death. Third, number 7, they have no solutions for you. The only thing a primary care physician can do is give you drugs, injections, or send you off to a specialist who will eventually get you into a surgery. That doesn't sound like solutions to me. They're going to overtreat you. But first they have to overdiagnose you. And before that, they have to overtest you. Why? Because they have malpractice insurance. And if they get a claim, their insurance goes up. So if you go in there with a bad headache and you say, hey doc, this has been lasting a while, what can I do? They're going to run you through every test in the book. Eventually they'll find something, because the more testing, the more they find something, instead of letting your body regulate itself. That primary care physician doesn't want to get hit with a claim, because if they don't test you, you're going to be like, well, this doctor didn't test me. And then you can make a claim, and then their insurance goes up. It's no different than a car. Like, if somebody hits you, it's not even your fault. Your insurance is going to go up. So these medical doctors are using defensive medicine to stay clear of any claims. It's a very nasty business. If you want solution, you come with us. You get your head-to-toe analysis. You read the books. You warm up to what head-to-toe healing is. And then when you're ready, you join our virtual learning membership, and we teach you how to practice head-to-toe healing. And you start reversing the causes and getting better. If you want to see our testimonies, go to drkevinreese.com.